Hey, how's it going guys? mltmagictricks here. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to perform this card trick that takes the effect of your spectator finding their own selection in the deck. And this one has a really powerful effect, so I do recommend you stick around to learn this card trick. But before we get into it, make sure you guys enter the $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. I'm giving away 10 $10 Amazon gift cards, and all you need to do in order to enter is be subscribed to my channel with those post notifications on. Leave a like on this video and comment something you like about this video or my channel in the comment section below, and I'm going to be announcing the 10 winners in a video next week at the end of January. So make sure you guys do enter that, and now let's get right into how to perform this card trick. Alright guys, so I'm going to get straight into the tutorial for this card trick. I am not able to do a performance for this trick here because of the camera angle I have and the fact that I don't have a spectator, but do not worry, everything is going to make sense on how to perform this card trick in the tutorial here. So what you're going to do to start off is just take the second card from the top. You're literally just going to turn that face up, place the top card back on top of it like that, and you're ready to go. And also, right after I go through how to perform this trick, I'm going to explain how you can perform this card trick without doing this little setup at the start, so it is completely impromptu, and you can even use a borrowed deck of cards from your spectator. But either way, the trick is the same, and the trick has the same effect. The only difference, like I said, is eliminating the step at the start. I'll explain how to do that after I go through how to perform the trick. Now, once you have your little setup here, what you're going to do is you can just do some false cuts. Make sure you do not flash that card. You can also do a riffle shuffle. You just want your spectator to think that you're mixing up the cards, but in reality, you are keeping your little setup that you have on the top. When you're doing a riffle shuffle, be careful not to flash the face-up card you have. So keep the deck square if you do a riffle shuffle. Now, at this point, you still have your setup. Now, at this point, you're going to ask your spectator just to cut the cards roughly in half. Give me anywhere they want to. Let's say they cut the deck right here. Now, the bottom portion of cards is going to be your spectator's pile, and the top portion is going to be your pile. And what you need to do here is explain to your spectator that they are going to be taking their pile behind their back. They can use two hands, behind their back. They're going to take out a card from the pile, isolate it, and then, bring the card and the rest of the deck back in front of them. They're going to take a peek at their card and place their selection on top of their pile. Now, guys, while you are explaining that to your spectator, you are also going to take your pile behind your back. And this is what you need to do behind your back. It's quite simple. You're literally going to be turning the deck over, turning the bottom card face down, just turning the cards back over so they're, just normal like this, with the second top card face up and the very bottommost card face up. You just need to then bring it back into your sight. Now, while you're doing that, basically the excuse to bring the deck behind your back is just to explain what your spectator is going to be doing behind their back, which is what I just explained. They go through, they take out a card, bring it in front of them, look at it. In this case, the selection is going to go ahead and be the 4 of spades. Then they're going to place it back on top of the deck. That's all they're going to do. And remember, guys, what you need to do is you bring the deck behind your back, you turn that bottom card over, turn the deck back, into the normal position, and you're ready to continue with this trick. So guys, this is what your deck is going to look like. And now, after your spectator has made their selection one more time, there's the 4 of spades. It's going to be on top of their pile. Make sure you do not see their selection, only your spectator does. And you're going to tell them that we're just going to lose your selection inside of the deck. So what you're going to do is go ahead and place your pile directly on top of theirs. And now, the rest, you have the entire deck here with their selection lost in the pack. Now, at this point, you are going to tell your spectator that they are going to take the entire deck behind their back and remove the top card first and just place it face down in the middle of the deck. So this is, keep in mind, guys, going to be behind your spectator's back, and they are not going to see what the deck looks like. So once your spectator takes the top card, you're going to say, okay, go ahead and just place it anywhere you want to in the deck. They're going to go ahead and place it in right there. Seal it, square up the pack. And now you're going to say, after they do that, actually, I want you to now reverse a card and then go ahead and place it face up in the deck. But in reality, guys, when your spectator thinks they are going to be turning their card face up, this is what they're doing. They're going to be taking the top card that's already face up, turning it face down, and then placing it in the deck like this. But obviously, guys, they think this card is already turned face down, so they think they're going to be turning it face up and placing it in. But in reality, they're doing the exact opposite. So once your spectator's done it for the second time, they believe that this card is, face up in the deck, but in reality, it's face down. So once your spectator has done that, you're going to tell them to go ahead and bring the deck of cards back onto the table. What you're going to do here is go ahead and just spread out the cards like this. And you're going to say, okay, obviously you did turn a card face up. You could have placed it anywhere you wanted to in the deck. And here's the card. But guys, this is not you know, the card that your spectator turned over and placed in the deck. This is the card that was part of your setup. This was the card that was at the bottom of your pile that you turned face up. It's going to be right here in the deck, and the card directly to the left of it is going to be your spectator's selection. So you're going to tell them, okay, you could have, you know, placed the card face up at any point you wanted to in the deck, and check it out. You actually located right where your selection was. You're going to turn the card over to the left of it. You should say, okay, this, you should have located your card. You know, snap your fingers, do whatever you want to. Turn it over and show them that they had actually found their selection right there in the deck, and they will be completely confused. They will be, you know, have no idea how they put a card face up at any point in the deck and they somehow landed where their selection was. Now, guys, I'm going to go over really quickly how you can do this trick by having it be completely no setup. You just literally skip the, you know, setup that you have here at the start. It's really simple what you're going to do. It's just a little bit harder when you go behind your back. When you're basically explaining to your spectator. So you start off, you have your spectator shuffle up the cards as much as they want to. They do the same thing here. They cut out the deck. Now, with your pile, you need to bring it behind your back, and you need to do something a little bit harder. You need to basically now turn over 2 cards like this, face up. You can either do this with 1 or 2 hands. It's obviously harder with 1 hand. You need to be pretty skilled with the deck of cards to do it with 1 hand, to turn the 2 cards over like this. It's kind of hard for me to do it, but, you know, it's faster if you just do it with 2. So this is what you're going to do. Remember, this is all going to be behind your back while you're explaining to your spectator what they're going to be doing. You take the deck, you go ahead and turn the cards face up. You turn the top one now face down, turn it over, turn your bottom one face down like that. Now turn the deck back over, and now you have your setup. This is how you go about doing this trick without the setup at the start of the, you know, the card trick. So once you have done that, your spectator goes ahead and does their same thing with their card, Jack of Spades. And that's going to be their selection. You place the deck on. Now, guys, remember, this is the same setup. This is just basically eliminating you creating the setup at the start of the trick if you want to make this card trick an impromptu trick. So you go ahead and continue the trick from there. Your spectator takes the deck behind their back. They take a card. They place it face down. And also, guys, one more thing. The only way this trick won't work is if your spectator gets really lucky and they place a card in that basically splits your setup card that's face up and their selection. So say they place the card right here, then you will run into some issues at the end of the trick. The odds of that happening are quite unlikely, and if you want to avoid that, all you need to do is say, okay, go ahead and take the top card and just place it near the top of the deck, just guesstimating where your card is. They go ahead and do that. Now you say, okay, go ahead and take the other one, reverse it, place it near the bottom, trying to guesstimate where your card is. That is how you eliminate your spectator accidentally placing one of the top 2 cards in between your face up setup card and their selection in the deck. I hope that made sense for what I just explained there. That is, you know, how you avoid anything being ruined with the card trick. Now, what you're going to do here is go ahead and just basically spread out the cards. You show them, okay, we have one deck card that's face up that you placed in, but in reality that was part of your setup. And the card directly to the left of it is going to be their selection. So, guys, that is the card trick. I hope everything I explained made sense in this tutorial here. This one will get great reactions from your spectators, and I do recommend you give this one a try. So let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below about how to perform this trick. You know, once you get all the steps down, it's not too difficult, and you certainly can make this an impromptu card trick, which is really cool. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Make sure to enter the giveaway. Just like, subscribe, and comment. The 10 winners will be announced at the end of the month here. I got more videos coming out soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys on my next one. Peace out.